A Wake Forest community is rallying around this teenager. He went from just goofing around with friends to being taken to the UNC Burn Center with burns on about 80% of his body. WRAL's Chelsea Donovan explains what happened here and how he's doing now.
It was a lighter, a can of spray paint, and a video challenge on TikTok that nearly killed a 16-year-old Heritage High School athlete. He's now in UNC's Burn Center.
He's unrecognizable. Unrecognizable.
I think we pretty much all know that TikTok is fast food for the brain. Now, I do want to address the 1,000-pound elephant in the room. I do have a TikTok myself, under Seconds of Horror, but I pretty much stopped utilizing it for YouTube. TikTok is a Chinese-made app, and there are those that do believe that TikTok is used for spying, that it can spy on one's browsing history, facial ID, voice prints, text, and location. While TikTok being used to spy is a real concern, there is another terrifying aspect of TikTok. It is the addictive nature of releasing a 30-second video and getting millions of views and comments. Those endorphins that are released by the brain when a stranger reacts to your video. Since the Chinese are the creators of TikTok, there are two different types of TikTok. There's the TikTok for China and the TikTok for everybody else. Now, while they are the same app, how they operate are completely different, with social media analysts comparing it to opium and spinach, with the North American version being opium and the Chinese version being spinach. Now, how are these two apps that are the same and both owned by ByteDance completely different? China's version of TikTok offers a different version of the social media app that is unavailable to the rest of the world, especially for children. It's almost like they recognize that technology is influencing kids' development, and they make their domestic version a more educational version. In China, if you're under the age of 14 years old, they show you science experiments you can do at home, museum exhibits, patriotism videos, and educational videos. Not only that, but children in China are limited to only 40 minutes a day on the app. There was even a survey conducted of preteens in the United States and China asking what is the most aspirational career you want to have. And the number one in the United States was social media influencer. But in China, the number one answer was astronauts. So you can pretty much see where society is heading over the next few generations and what the world may look like. Over here in the United States, TikTok is known for its addicting, personalized, and predictive algorithm, specifically tailored to the interests of whoever is scrolling. Now, here in North America, TikTok doesn't have a specific version made for children, and limits are completely voluntary and can be set by the parents if they wish to do so. The non-Chinese version of TikTok is simplistic. Video format is designed to give hits of dopamine with each video, keeping users addicted. Even the adult version of TikTok in China is designed to be educational and to promote patriotism. Now, there is a similarity between the two versions. Young adults and children do want to emulate and measure up to what they see on their screen, whether in China, North America, or wherever. The only difference is what's actually being shown on the screen. Young adults and children in China are shown videos of doctors, astronauts, scientists. Over here in the United States, young adults and children are shown how to hang yourself, how many pills you can pop before you pass out, and how to steal a car. Those watching the screen are seeing these people do these acts, and they're getting more fame, they're getting more likes, they're getting more comments. So of course next they want to emulate it. And what turns into emulating becomes challenges. Who can do it better? Who can do this the best to get more fame? It's gotten so bad that professionals and the media had to step in and call out these dangerous trends. The dumbing down of our society with these challenges like the blackout challenge, also referred to as the choking challenge or the pass out challenge. The blackout challenge encourages users to hold their breath until they pass out due to lack of oxygen. As they hold their breath, they are actually simulating something similar to if somebody is drowning, choking, or having cardiac arrest. It even goes to the point that those who are participating in this blackout challenge experience bloodshot eyes, marks on their neck, severe headaches, feeling disoriented after spending time alone. Matter of fact, in the span of a year, there have been reported at least 15 deaths of children 12 and under participating in this challenge. and another 5 deaths in children aged 13 and 14. One of those children were as young as 9 years old.
Yanni Arroyo taking part in the fatal trend last February.
We just never thought there was a darker side to, what TikTok allows on its platform.
We don't want no other children out there to be the statistic of this situation again.
I mean, just sit back and look at that beautiful picture. While children in China are learning how to become doctors and how to do certain science projects, children in the United States and North America, or perhaps even in other countries, are learning how long it takes until they end their own lives by holding their breath or causing brain damage. There are numerous amounts of challenges on TikTok that will put one's life at jeopardy, including the Benadryl challenge, where a person on camera will take copious amounts of Benadryl to induce a hallucinogenic high. Benadryl is a powerful antihistamine typically used for cold and allergy symptoms, and it is recommended you take about 1 or 2 every 4 to 6 hours. However, if abused, the drug can cause seizures, heart problems, comas, and even death. But such warnings do not matter to those who want to become social media famous, as this Benadryl challenge has claimed the life of a 13-year-old boy. 13-year-old Jacob Howard Stevens of Greenfield, Ohio, lost his life after taking 12 to 14 pills on camera, which immediately caused seizures. Doctors stated there was no brain scan, there was nothing there. They said they could keep him on the vent, that he could just lay there, but he will never open his eyes. He'll never breathe, smile, walk, or talk. The makers of Benadryl actually reached out to TikTok and urged TikTok to remove all related videos from the platform. TikTok responded by expressing that its deepest sympathies go out to the family. At TikTok, we strictly prohibit and remove content that promotes dangerous behavior with the safety of our community as a priority. But the Benadryl challenge was only one of dozens of potentially harmful trends making its rounds on TikTok. There was the Blue Whale Challenge, which was reported to be an online end your life game aimed specifically at teenagers, which set 50 tasks over 50 days. The Blue Whale Challenge was linked to numerous deaths around the world. And while the first task seemed fairly innocent, wake up in the middle of the night or watch a scary film, but day by day the tasks grew more sinister, such as standing on the ledge of a tower block, cut a whale into your arm, and the final challenge is simply demanding that the user end their own life. But perhaps the most dangerous and selfish challenge of all was TikTok's Cha-Cha Slide Challenge, as this not only risked the life of the person performing this challenge, it also risked the lives of many others as well. The Cha-Cha Slide Challenge prank involves primarily teens driving recklessly to the beat of the stunt's namesake dance anthem, first released over 20 years ago by DJ Casper, aka Mr. C the Slide Man. You know that song that goes, "One hop this time, right foot let's stomp, left foot let's stomp, cha-cha real smooth, stomp it out." Now, as the singer gets to the part where he tells you to slide to the left, the driver makes a corresponding steering wheel swerve, often into the oncoming traffic lane. Things become even crazier during the crisscross verse, which prompts the motorist to swerve crazily in both directions without regard for other drivers. As dangerous as this challenge is because it involved other people's lives, this challenge could have wiped out entire families. Luckily, nobody was injured during these challenges. Now, while there are challenges that do not cause physical harm or endanger the lives of others, there are challenges that set a very dangerous mindset. Now, in China, when kids open their TikTok for that 40 minutes, they can see things like zoo animals and other exotic life and learn about them. When children open their TikTok over here or in other countries, they are seeing people hanging themselves. While this challenge does not cause physical harm, it is still disturbing. Dubbed the fairy flying trend, it sparks concerns over people ending their own lives. On video, it shows a seemingly lifeless headless body swaying in the air, simulating as if somebody was hanging by rope. They are saying this is very dangerous because this could trigger or bring out negative emotions in children and young adults who have experienced these sort of thoughts. So the two different versions of TikTok, which are the same app, at the end of the day are very different. One promotes love of country and education, the other one promotes chaos and death. A perfect glimpse to where we are headed as a society. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.